Okay, so last week we were talking about how things move. Do you remember how we talked about that? How we can push and pull. Did we talk about how we can lift things? Do you remember? Yeah? Okay, you lift up your backpack and you put it on your shoulder. You help your mom push the stroller or the cart in the grocery store. So this week, we're going to keep learning about how things move, but we are going to learn about how the wind makes things move, okay? So the wind can make things move by blowing it. Everybody blow. That's like making wind, but you're making it with your mouth. That's air coming out of your mouth. Sometimes it makes a whistle. That's air coming out of your mouth to make wind. And so sometimes when we're outside, the wind blows. And does it blow leaves? Yes? Yeah, the wind blows leaves. Sometimes it blows trash on the ground. The wind can blow lots of things.
It can blow a trash can.
Yeah, it can blow a trash can if it's really strong. It can even blow a tree down if it's really strong. Yeah, sometimes that happens. So, today we're going to be learning about how the wind blows things, okay? How it moves things when it blows. So I have some of our vocabulary cards right here. And today we're going to go through each one. We're going to talk about how the wind blows the whatever's on the front, okay?
It's a balloon.
So we're going to do one together. And then you're going to do one with a partner, okay? So I'm going to do one first. So I'm going to look at this picture. This picture looks like something I've seen before. I've seen it at birthday parties, celebrations. Adrian, what is this? A balloon. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my thinking cap on, okay? I'm going to say, this is a balloon. And if the wind is blowing outside, yeah, and there's a balloon outside, what's going to happen to it? I'm thinking in my head. I'm going to count to 3 while I count. All right. So if I have a balloon in my hand and the wind blows, it's going to blow the balloon right out of my hand if I'm not holding on to it tight. All right? So that's all you're going to do. You're just going to think, how can the wind blow this? Okay? All right, let's do one more as a class. Okay. Think in your head. What is this a picture of? Think in your head. Think in your head. Think in your head. Think in your head. Tessa, what's this a picture of?
Blowing bubbles.
Blowing bubbles. Okay, now I want you to think in your head again. Everybody put your thinking caps on. Are they on? Okay. How do we make bubbles? What do we use air for, or wind, to make bubbles? Think about it. I'll count to 3 while you think, and then I'll call. Actually, I'll have you talk with your partner, but hold on. All right, time's up. Izzy and Tessa, I want you to talk to each other about what happens when we use air to make bubbles. Talk to each other.
Okay.
Malina and Yuzio, Nicholas and Darlene, Adrian and Justine, Selena and Joseph. I want to hear you talk about what happens. How do we use air to make bubbles?
I'm with you.
Jury, do we know?
No.
Tessa, come over here to Izzy. Let me see. Let's hear. I want to hear you talk. What happens? How do we make bubbles? What do we use to make bubbles? Talk to your partners.
Water and soap.
What happens? How do we make bubbles? We do make it with water and soap, but somehow we have to make bubbles. I know you know this.
Blowing bubbles.
Oh, tell your partner. Tell your partner.
When bubbles down, they make the signal, they blow away. Blow bubbles.
You blow bubbles. How do you blow bubbles though? Tell your partner. How do you blow them? What do you use to blow bubbles?
Air. Air. From your mouth. It's air from your body.
Oh, I'm hearing lots of good stuff. Joseph. All right. How do we make bubbles?
Water and soap.
Water and soap. Yeah, that's how you make the actual substance, the liquid of bubbles. But how do we make a bubble? Use you.
Blowing air.
You blow like this. You blow through the wand,
Bubbles.
and it makes a bubble. Sometimes, like my son at home, we have a little machine and it has batteries in it. but it makes air, and it pushes air through the machine, and then the machine pushes air out, and it makes bubbles. Does anybody have a bubble machine at home?
Nope.
Justine does. You can get them at Target. So, what? Yes, Izzy.
I blew some bubbles. I blew some bubbles before.
Have you? Yeah, so we can use our mouth. We use air, wind, to make bubbles. Very good. All right, hands down. I'm going to be handing each one of you a little picture card like this, okay? I want you to do what we just did. I want you to tell your partner what the picture's of.
We did this before.
Yeah, we have done this before. So tell your partner what the picture is of, and then I want you to talk about how the wind can make it move. Okay? I'll go around and I'll be helping you if you need help, okay?
Can you tie my shoe?
I sure can. Just 1 minute. That's going to be for you and Joseph, Adrian and Justine, Nicholas and Darlene,
When teacher showed us that.
Ezeal and Melina, Tessa and Izzy. Here, I'm going to switch. You guys can do this one. Here, let me try your shoe really quick.
Yeah, where the bubbles go up.
On your shoelace? That's not good. All right, what do you have a picture of?
Yeah.
And how does the wind move the kite? Have you used a kite before? You make kites? Well, how do you make them go in the air? Yeah, the string does steer. You hold onto the string at the bottom while the kite's in the air.
Yes. And the wind steers it.
Yeah, very good.
Like you go like.
What do you have?
And then
What is that?
the top of it goes up.
What, do you know what this is called? It's called a pinwheel. It's close to a windmill. It's a smaller version. It's called a pinwheel. And if you blow it, what happens to it? It spins because the air moves in through the pins. Sometimes if you hold one in the wind, you don't have to blow in it. If you hold it in the wind, it'll blow by itself as well. I keep those in my backyard. I string, and then they spin. Okay, what do we have a picture of? It is a sailboat. How does the wind make a sailboat move? But how? The wind. How does the wind make it move, though? Do we know? What do you think, Izzy?
It's because the air. It makes the wind blow.
Yes, the air moves through the sails and it makes the wind blow. Very cool. You already did it. What if I give you something different? Okay, what about, think about a leaf. How can the wind make a leaf move? Talk about it. Talk about it with Adrian.
The leaf moves when the wind falls. Yeah. This is a
All right, I'm going to come around and collect them, and then we're going to go over them really quick as a class, okay?
Yeah.
These
words are hard.
These words aren't hard.
I'm in my square.
These words are not hard. I know you all can do these words. These are all things you've seen before. How can they be hard? They're not hard. All right. Eyes on me. I need you on your bottoms, face them forward. Use you. Thank you. All right. So someone had this one. What is this? Raise your hand. Selena.
A sail.
This is a sailboat. Everyone say sailboat.
Sailboat.
Very good.
Oh.
Izzy. How does a sailboat move? Remember? We just talked about it.
Oh.
What makes a sailboat move? Remember? You just told me.
With the air.
The air or the wind. What does it have to blow? Where does it have to blow through? Darlene, what's this called? Do you know, Selena?
Sail.
The sails. The wind has to blow through the sail, and then it pushes the sailboat.
Yeah.
We're going to do something tomorrow with a sailboat, and you'll get to see the wind move it. Okay, let's do one more. All right, here we go. What's this word, Yuzio?
Blow.
Oh, no. What's this word?
Oh.
We are going to talk about blow, but what's this word? Do you remember? Do you remember, Melina? No. You ready? Pinwheel.
Pinwheel.
Everyone say pinwheel.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, Darlene, on your bottom. Pinwheel. Everyone say pinwheel one more time.
Pinwheel.
Very good. This is a pinwheel. Sometimes you see these in people's front yards. I have them in my backyard. And when you blow air through them, like, they spin. I actually have one right now. Let me show you. We're going to be using pinwheels tomorrow, but I brought one today, and I'll show you right now. This is a pinwheel. Ooh, there's air in here. Okay. So,
That's a pretty.
this is a pinwheel, so if you blow it, it spins. Okay? So we're pushing air into, these are kind of like little sails. If you push air into it, it spins. Tomorrow, we're going to be using these to watch air move through them, okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is very cool. Here we go. Yeah, Selena?
I have one of those in my car with the
Do you?
It's something
Yeah.
fly. I got
Yeah.
2 of those. One's for my brother, one's for me.
Very cool. All right, here we go. You guys should all know what this is. What's this?
An umbrella.
An umbrella.
You can actually spin it.
Yeah, you can spin it. But here's my question. Do we use an umbrella to protect us from the wind?
No.
What do we use it for?
Oh,
Just
rain. For the rain.
For the rain.
So then.
But
what?
an umbrella can be moved by the wind. Has anybody ever seen that? Have you ever opened up your umbrella and left it on the ground, and then all of a sudden the wind's blowing it away and you have to catch it, and then you're running in the rain? That's happened to me before.
I've seen that.
You've seen that, Melina?
Me too.
So an umbrella, when it's opened, if the wind catches underneath, if the wind's blowing and it flies underneath, it'll blow your umbrella away. And you're going to have to go catch it in the rain. You don't want that to happen, do we? No.
One time I did that. But
All right. We already did balloons, so we're going to skip it. We also did bubbles.
And we also did sailboat.
Okay, last one. On the count of 3, what
Kite.
is this? 1, 2, 3.
Kite.
A kite. Raise your hand if you've ever used a kite before.
Oh, I love using kites.
Joseph, you need to go get a kite.
I never.
You never had one?
And use one.
You've never had one either, you? You should go get one and try one. Darlene,
Only my sister had.
your sister had one? Darlene, how does the wind make a kite move?
It steers it to go that way or this way or that way or that way or that way.
It does. So when you have a kite, this is what you do. You take it and you run. Then it gets all the way in the air and you make sure the wind catches it so that it flies all the way in the air and then you hold it and then the wind controls your kite. Well, you can control it by the string because it'll be on a string. Pretend this is my kite on a string. But the wind keeps it in the air up high and then it's on a string.
You have
and
to
can steer
hold
it.
it like really high.
Yes.
You have
Okay.
to hold it really hard so then it won't fly away.
I'm going to put these up here and I'm going to read you a story. And then we're gonna move to writing a little sentence in our writing journal. Okay, we don't have journals anymore, but our writing paper. Okay. Yes, Justine.